Hi, fifth graders, and welcome back to another quick lesson from my living room. And today we're going to be talking about mentors. And as you have been discussing in your book clubs and by doing a little bit of work on your own, we've been talking about the idea of all of our fantasy characters having a mentor. And even in the one and only Ivan, we've talked about how Ivan has a mentor as well. And when we think about a mentor, we've really defined that that mentor has certain qualities. They're a leader. They're somebody who your hero can really look up to. And as any good leader or mentor, they're also a teacher. They're a guide. They're somebody who's really there to help your hero really find who they are and do their best job saving the day. So in our book clubs, we can typically find a pattern about heroes. And really, when we've been identifying our heroes, we've picked out very good characters. So our mentors sometimes follow a pattern. Not all the time. Sometimes our mentors are characters who are always in the story, and they're there to guide your character through. In a lot of fantasy books, though, the mentor doesn't stick around for the entire book. That mentor might be in a majority of the book and then disappear. Or if it's a series of books, that mentor might appear in certain areas of the books, but not all the way through the finish. That mentor might also take a leave in the middle of a book. So the mentor typically goes away, and the hero has to work on their own to figure out how to solve their problem. Now, taking a look at my screen here, we can see that I've picked out Stella as Ivan's mentor. And in Ivan, we really can argue that Stella gives Ivan a lot of advice. She helps Ivan overcome his loneliness. Eat a banana, that will always help you. Or think of, something you like to do. He might also need to be relaxed a little bit, and Stella is just like a voice of reason for Ivan. Ivan makes a promise to Stella that he would always be there to protect Ruby. And in the book, we know that Stella ends up passing away. She has the infection and isn't able to be saved. And Ivan is really left on his own. He's not an elephant. He doesn't know anything about being an elephant. And he has to figure out how to save Ruby. So without Stella, Ivan is now stuck on his own without a mentor, without a guide, without anyone to turn to run ideas with. So now we can take this discussion and do this in our book club books. So we have to think about who is the mentor in our book club book, and it's somebody who we've already identified and talked about. Then I want you to be thinking about how is this particular individual a mentor to your character? What do they do? How do they encourage your character to do something better? And then, do they follow a traditional role? In many of our book clubs, the answer is yes. That mentor is going to end up disappearing for a while, and your hero is going to have to solve the problem and save the day without that mentor's help and guidance. However, in some of our book clubs, that mentor might just be kind of like in the back seat, helping out your character, but not there every single step of the way with them. So today, what you're going to be working on is constructing a response that answers these three questions. You can always go back to this video and see the other screens that I ended up displaying. My sample response, which is not a very strong response. It's not very specific. I'd encourage you to be much more specific. And then the points about who a mentor is and how to really identify them. So again, if you need these slides on your screen, please pause the video wherever you need them. If you have any questions, please reach out and ask. Happy writing, everyone.